351, you live to go. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. You ladies have a wonderful day.
That's him. Is there what I will say? Well, thank you. Do the same.
I'm on bus 1844. It is 9/2/25 at 6:01 a.m. I am currently experiencing homelessness. My name is Erica Clark Wise, the Renaissance. I have my bags with me. This morning, this rising, I found out that one of my loved ones may have been allegedly murdered by a man in Savannah, Georgia, and they did a simulation that I did not agree to. It indicated that this gentleman may have gouged out the eye of one of my loved ones and hurt them. I was taken aback. I've been unable to really explain how someone could do such treacherous harm to a woman. And in the process of experiencing that, I was able to get on the bus, but I was short 75 cents. The bus driver made me get 75 more cents, but they were also told yesterday to not over-exaggerate anything that I do. And that has been the constant pattern in Savannah, Georgia, as there are very many criminals who have been going through a system of a fake underground shadow FBI-A system of corruption in which the criminals are rewarded in ways of escape when they join crime mobs like one in Savannah, Georgia that's ran by a quote-unquote Debo. I was flustered but not out of control in any way, mumbling to myself in vulgar language, not to anyone else. There was only 2 other people on the bus, and the bus driver over-exaggerated it. She proceeded to call the police, so she says, and in the process, I was able to hear her on the chip that I said that I received in Puerto Rico illegally. She has a chip too. Many people have been infiltrated throughout the indigenous communities, the disenfranchised communities, as well as the elite communities with neuro-weaponry. She was prompted, supposedly by quote-unquote Debo, I don't know, to stop the bus and wait for him to board. I asked her why we were waiting here for approximately, I guess, 10 to 15 minutes while we were sitting here, and she said she was waiting on the police to remove me from the bus for cursing. I said this is a public transportation, and this is not an arena where I have to be limited in what I say, including if I want to use curse words. I wasn't speaking to anyone. I was mumbling to myself out of dissatisfaction in the fact that the man that was identified through his own disclosure, through a simulation at the bus stop, of an incident that happened a year ago, I believe, where somebody was shot that was perhaps a loved one of mine. I don't know Avril Lavigne, but that's what they keep mentioning. That's not anyone to me, but they use fake names in the simulation, so I don't know. I know they mentioned my cousin Dennis, and they also mentioned my loved one, my ex-fiance, my loved one, Lachia Rodriguez, as being harmed by this man, Tony. 19 Keys previously mentioned that 19 Keys, the real 19 Keys on the chip, previously mentioned, allegedly, that, and I am a woman, don't call me a man. And I'm not a transsexual, that he had disowned this member of his family by the name of Tony, and he came to me through the chip on the mountain repetitively. He utilized my telephone to call my family members, including allegedly Lachia Rodriguez, pretending to be me, and offering her a trip to Puerto Rico, and upon her arrival, picking her up and telling her that he was me and that he had received a sex change. So these are the things that have happened that include the bus driver being prompted to stop, and she admitted through the chip that she has no power to control herself in terms of continuing on the route. Everybody else on the bus exited the bus, and she has called the police. There's a simulation police and there's a real police. There is no reason why the police should have been called in the first place. Several people are upset with the fact that I've been doing my own private investigation into the disappearance of my family. Allegedly, up to 27 people possibly could be included in family and loved ones. They mentioned another name last night, the initials TP, that I know as an associate, and I don't know if it was just some type of event where they were trying to utilize names of my family to replace names of the quote-unquote crime boss Pancho, and that was also mentioned. So she has clearly violated my civil rights. I am a disabled person. I should never be asked to exit the bus. My disability is chronic post-traumatic stress disorder from the events that have taken place over the last 2 years of neuro-weaponry attacks, as well as people mentioning that my family members have been killed and me not being able to access them. The man Tony was able to access friends and loved ones through utilizing the microwave guns, which gave him access to my phone, whereas I did not have. They're able to use these chips in weaponry form to stream your mind onto a telephone call through an AI type system. So they might stream a portion of your thoughts, and at the same time, they're able to add that to a telephone call to trick unsuspected victims into believing that you're speaking to them when in actuality it's someone totally different. And so now I see that in the event that something takes place where my life is taken or anything further, that we have to blame the system of the simulation that was placed on the bus station, in which the lady mentioned that, and the man in the back who was previously here, who also has a chip, that it was no longer going to happen in Savannah, Georgia. I do not know the details. I'm telling my story. When I left, the man Tony was laid down in a fetal position. He came out doing attention-seeking behavior. I have to sleep outside because I was kicked out of the shelter for no reason. This is a continual attack on me for being able to tell the truth about what happens. And now the bus driver has exited the bus. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm in a strange neighborhood. It's dark outside. I'll show you. And this is not right. This is happening in America, and I'm not sure why it's happening. And the lady is right there. I don't know what her issue is. I think she, like I mentioned to the camera, this camera on the bus, I think she may have some mental health issues. I don't have mental health issues that cause me to treat people poorly. I have mental health issues that are caused by Tony, 19 Keys, and his conglomerate, Pancho, and Jerry. Jerry is another Aryan Nation grandmaster who is also involved. These people constantly stream through disenfranchised people's heads, hoping to simulate schizophrenia. But I do not have it. The age of onset of schizophrenia is 20. I did not start hearing these streaming sounds until 2 years ago when the chips were implanted in me in Puerto Rico in a hospital illegally, where it's alleged that Jerry received $80 million as a fake recipient, of the, here I come right now, a fake recipient of the, oh, why did she leave? Why did you leave? The bus, another 25 came, and instead of letting me board the bus, it left. This is the lady right here. I don't know what the problem is. They say in the simulation that she is Debo's something related. Debo has a lot of power in the city, and I'm not quite certain why they continue. Here come the police now. Why they continue to let criminals run public transportation. But this is what's happening in real time. I'm not a criminal. I've done nothing wrong. I don't feel comfortable riding with her. They should have made that bus stop in order to pick me up. I'm going to meet the police when they come to the bus because I've done no harm. I want this to be recorded because I see that there's no justice in terms of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico as well as this.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm live.
Okay,
I did no harm.
I got you.
Okay.
That's the policy. I open the doors. She's still on the bus, so I just need her to move the door.
I got you.
I didn't curse anybody. Just recently, I learned that a man named Tony.
It doesn't matter that you cuss. It's cussing.
I wasn't cursing at anybody. I was upset. I just learned I was put into a simulation, unbeknownst to me, at the bus stop that should have never taken place.
Where are you trying to go?
I was trying to get away from the man who allegedly hurt my family and loved ones at the bus stop by the name of Tony. So I just got on any bus that arrived.
I got you. I can take you somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, where would you like to go?
I want to go to Emmaus, the breakfast program.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
no problem.
So now I'm going to leave here. The police officer by the name of
Officer Buck.
Officer Buck, and you're a real officer, not the simulation
Yes,
person.
ma'am.
Okay,
Officer Buck.
she's saying she's a real officer. I fear for my life because they're doing things that are illegal, and I hope the FBI intervenes. So I'm going to cut off now. Yeah, I'm
They're
going to get
gonna have to go in the back.
Okay,
But everything, I'll get it out for
the
you.
police are
whenever we
going to
get there.
take me to a breakfast area now because my credit cards were stolen in Florence, South Carolina. So I'm tuning out, and I'll tune back in. I thank you all for being here. Take care.
So do you know the app